why am I so passionate about it? Why have I not stopped speaking about it? And it's because this shit is life changing. Once you learn this information, you can't go back, because this information is telling us that there is another way to life other than what we have been shown. So back to the question that I was asked, and that this video is based around. The question is, how do you allow yourself to stay calm when someone pisses you the fuck off? What's everybody? What's everybody doing? I was meant to say, what's up everybody? But it didn't work. What's up everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Nav. I make videos about tuning into your higher self, living your bestest life. And right now I gotta show you the sky because it looks so fly. Sky looking fly. No, one sec. So, I was just like seeing this moment and feeling so hyper aware and conscious, and just of how everything looks, and also seeing myself in the camera right now. This is really wild. And then I just took a moment and walked over to my little gallery, and I just realized why I'm feeling like this, because moments before I did this breathing technique that I spoke about in one of my previous videos about. I'll link it here. It's books on manifestation, and in the energy codes, Dr. Sue Morter talks about this beautiful breathing technique that you do to bring your cerebral spinal fluid up your prana tube, basically this tube that goes through your body, through all your energy centers and up to your brain. And I just did that moments before, and woo! I actually did it after watching one of the lessons in my Dr. Joe Dispenza course. My Dr. Joe Dispenza course? Wow. Do you know what? When I've done it in the past, I don't remember feeling like this, but he was just like, I've seen people just pretty much get high off it, and I feel a bit high off my breath. That's the life we want to live. Oh, how lovely. Wow. That shit good. Today's video is about a question that someone asked me when I was talking about everything I'm learning about keeping my energy space clear and remaining in, as much as possible, states of elevated emotions, gratitude, love, joy, life. And so I was hanging out with someone, one of my friends, and was talking to them about all this stuff that I'm learning. I feel like it's a little bit too bright. I was talking to them about all this stuff that I'm learning in the course, the Dr. Joe Dispenza course about tuning into, ascending your energy. And I read his book a couple of years ago, so it would have been, in 2020, and had learned so much since then. Also read the energy codes. The information that they share is one and the same. Dr. Joe Dispenza tends to use more of the scientific terms, and Dr. Sue Morter in the energy codes kind of uses the mystical terms, the ancient terms like chakras and stuff like that. Anyway, the information is the same. I've been learning so much in this course recently, and my mind has been blown, and I talk about it in my previous video as well, so if you want to watch that, just go back to my latest video. Why am I so passionate about it? Why have I not stopped speaking about it? And it's because this shit is life-changing. Once you learn this information, you can't go back, because this information is telling us that there is another way to life other than what we have been shown, what we have been taught. And it's true, it's real. I have experienced the shifts and changes in my own life, and so many other people have. Wow, my heart just like, so many other people have experiences with these techniques that Dr. Joe and Dr. Sue Morter teach, and multiple other people back years and years and years ago when I first started learning about this infinite field. It was through Greg Braden. So if you've not seen his stuff, Greg Braden also teaches this, and he does the foreword to Dr. Joe Dispenza's book, which is really amazing. So when you learn this information, you don't want to stop living life through that lens anymore, because it really does change everything. So back to the question that I was asked, and that this video is based around. The question is, how do you allow yourself to stay calm when someone pisses you the fuck off? And you know what my answer was? Because here's the thing, I know that when I share about being in states of elevated emotions, being grateful for the little things, finding the love in any situation, finding the bright side of any situation, some people will take that as toxic positivity. This is, in fact, let me get real with you here. The question, it almost like got to me a little bit, because it was a trigger. It did trigger me, and that's because I was like, do you know what? I feel that when people try their best to be happy, even in the face of difficulties, someone is always going to challenge that and be like, and saying that this is a negative thing. Somehow even being positive turns into a negative. How do I stay calm when someone pisses me the fuck off? I started having a very physical reaction to stress after years and years of stress build-up. It started to affect me, not just mentally. At the beginning it was mentally, then it would affect my breathing. I remember the days when I would go to college and I was just like, I don't know what it is, but like I feel like when I breathe, I'm just breathing here. I'm like, and I would have to force myself to yawn to be able to take a deep breath in. That was the first kind of physical response to stress. As the years went on, I started feeling a physical pain in my chest and a weakness in my left arm and just the left side of my body in general. And this is the shit this is when dis-ease manifests in your body. And I was just like, I don't want to feel this anymore. I'm not going to fuck up my health because something outside of me is making me feel this way. I'm not going to risk my life and my well-being for something that is that I don't necessarily have control over. Shit things happen in life, and it's up to you how you decide to deal with it and move through it. And so my answer to that question was, when I start feeling stressed and that pain manifests in my chest, I'm like, no one is worth my health. No situation is worth my health. And truly, that is what gets me through. Because what use am I to anyone, to any situation, if I don't have my health? So it's a pretty simple answer to that question. And I get when people talk about toxic positivity, toxicity. I get when people talk about toxic positivity, but how about let people do what is good for them to get through difficult times? I'm just gonna sit with that for a moment, because that is when okay, we're just gonna sit and breathe for a second. So when I really started noticing that when stressful situations would arise and I would immediately get that pain in my chest, I was like, something needs to change. And I have family members that have suffered for too many years with stress and have created dis-ease in their body through that. When you feel stress, you are putting a lot of pressure on your heart. Your heart, has nowhere to pump when we're feeling in stress response, we release adrenaline in the body, and adrenaline is for fight or flight. And when we're simply staying in the same place, we're not fighting, we're not flying, we're literally in the same spot, but in our brain, and all this adrenaline is pumping through our body. Our heart's beating really fast to no end, for no good. So it puts so much strain and pressure on our heart. And when I was in a situation that I could see how much it was physically affecting me, that's when I was like, this is not happening anymore. I'm changing shit. I'm changing my life. And I've felt it very rarely since I decided to change my life, shift my life, pick up all the practices that I have, practicing yoga, practicing meditation, practicing breathing, and just fully learning about this path of healing, because I can see how beneficial certain practices have been for so many people around the world. And now I can see the difference in my own life, and I want to share that with more people, because there is another life, there is another way, and you don't have to live in this state of stress forever. So that's the bottom line really with this, is no one is worth me risking this vessel that I have been gifted, that is helping me experience and communicate and grow and learn and love, and ultimately the only driving force in life is love. And we know that because when we stop feeling love, we stop functioning optimally. We're not at optimum levels, because love is life force. That is the energy. So when someone pisses me off, I'm literally like, are you worth my health? No. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. So I'm gonna leave that video here, guys, and just Just ask yourself that question when someone pisses you off, in whatever situation. Not just when someone pisses you off. That was a specific question this person asked me because of the kind of jobs we do. And when you just get pissy customers and you're just like, am I gonna let you ruin my day? Probably not, Cleo. The condensation. Anyway, guys, blessings, peace and loves. Keep your vibes high. Don't let anyone fuck with your energy. When shit things happen, you will be of more benefit to the people that you want to help if you take care of yourself. And if that means taking 5 to breathe, if that means taking 5 to practice some yoga and stretch, if that means taking 5 to meditate, going for a walk, going to the gym, whatever you need to do to take care of yourself in your heart in that situation, in order for you to be of service and give more, then you need to do that. Because you are of no use when you are allowing stress to physically abuse your body, your beautiful vessel. So just bear that in mind. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and just comment down below any thoughts that you have on this, if you've experienced similar, if you're still experiencing it, if you'd like advice, if you have any advice that you can offer me. Let go with it. Let go. Thank you.